Welcome everybody to Dinner with Friends.
Did that real complete? Did that real complete? Man, this whole year I been playing. Told these niggas on it. Man, did that real complete? I been working all winter, making sure that my family eat dinner, making sure they know when I am. Man, did that real complete?
You came from that era.
Mm-hmm.
I came from that era.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, you might.
I was a little bitty girl.
But
I was a little bitty.
When you seen Demetrius, what did you think?
No, Benny, you have to tell them the backstory on.
Well, I'm gonna let him tell.
Okay,
I want him to tell the
He was on the
backstory.
show earlier today, and we just talked about so much history of how this movie came about, and the fact that Benny is actually the fourth director. The fourth director. They had John Singleton, Carl Franklin, Antoine, and now you're the fourth.
Yeah.
So when he told me about you and how you guys met, I'm like, the universe just
LT Hutton, the producer,
how
they met.
It just lined up. So Demetrius, tell us the story about how you met Benny.
Well, how he met,
how you
met LT and got into the project.
Got into the role.
All right, so the start of that is it was like a open call, like 2011, like on the internet or whatever. You had to submit your audition to the site, to YouTube, Facebook, and all of that stuff. So the back part of that is my father is a producer, or he is a producer, and he produced Toss It Up for Pac. So he was producing that Death Row before Pac even got there. And my boy convinced me to do the audition. I submitted it. My pop seen it and forwarded it to LT, who was the producer of this movie and also was a producer at Death Row with him. So LT seen it, it was like, yo, that's your son. You have to bring him down. And from there, it's been just a spiraling every year out, go in, audition, go on tape, go meet all the new directors.
right.
Oh my God, it's like another director.
Right. Yeah.
But that's crazy how that lined up.
Did you ain't never read for John? No, you never.
You never read for, you did?
No, I actually did, but not him personally. I read in his office.
Okay.
Oh, he wasn't there?
No, he wasn't there.
I didn't know
read
that.
For whatever her name
That's
is.
crazy.
So we were looking at
Kim.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
To like deliver the role. Like I've seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer that was released, I think a couple of months ago, and then
on his birthday on June 16th we released a teaser, and then we released this teaser that's playing here. We released on September 13th,
the 20th anniversary of his death. Yeah. So I seen, and then like I said, I'm a Tupac fan. So looking at this film, I'm just anxious. Like, oh my, it's so eerie how you just look like Tupac, and then the way that I was like, this boy, like he looks like Tupac. This is crazy. So is there any pressure to deliver this role? Because I gotta tell you, a lot of films, i.e. the Aaliyah film, they didn't go over too well. And it was like, that she don't act like Aaliyah, she don't. It just wasn't good. But you played this role very, very well.
Thank you.
Film,
the pressure to me was to get here. You know what I'm saying? Like to get the role in itself. Once I got there, I mean, I was confident within myself and with my acting coach. Angela Gibbs is amazing.
She was the acting coach. She did Birdman. She was Michael Keaton's acting coach in Birdman, and he won an Oscar from that film.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so with her, I felt like I could do anything anyway. You know what I'm saying? As far as acting. But then I had like great people that knew Pac and was related to Pac. LT Hutton, you know what I'm saying, producer. He, you know what I'm saying, did all of the story, and my pops, you know, he knew Pac. And then there were a lot of people that were there as well.
Edie from
the Outlaws. There.
Yeah.
Money B from Digital Underground was there with us.
A lot of people, man.
A lot of people.
But being around all these people, if they ever said like, hey, boy, you look like Tupac, man. If anybody said that,
they said that I had the resemblance, but more so, I mean, there were like scenes. Like specifically, Money B was saying there was one scene where he kind of like tripped out because with the Humpty dance scene, the performance, right? So I didn't have to dance down at first, right? You know what I'm saying? I had to get my Humpty right. So he had to coach me like, you know, you gotta do it like this. So he said like the second time I came out and did it, he kind of like tripped out because it was exactly how Pac would do it.
Yeah. So how long did you study Tupac? Like you had to go back and look at films and the way he talked and his antics, raps, and learning that over. How long did you have to study for that?
So I would say it began in 2011 when I, you know what I'm saying? Because even at that point, they was like, okay, you're a heavy candidate. You know what I'm saying? So, not that I was doing it that whole year, but for a good 3-4 months out that year, I was like, what I'm saying, diving into it. They were sending me footage and YouTube clips and all that, and I was studying that. So year in and year out, it was that. You know what I'm saying, all the way up until 2015, where they were like, okay, now we really rocking, we serious. Now lose weight, the whole thing. We get you an acting coach or acting classes and stuff. And so from all of 2015, like I was just studying Pac every day, all day. You know what I'm saying, like watching, because it's like tons of footage of him on YouTube for me to watch. So that's pretty much what it was for me.
It's a lot. Wow, man, this is just. I'm just excited. I'm ready for the film. And then Benny, you told me, because I read on the blog sites, of course. I give a tea on my midday show.
Right.
And they gave out the date of November 11th.
Yeah, that was never a real date though.
See, that was never a real date.
Somebody on TMZ put that date out. We never.
See,
we
need
never
to
officially.
We don't mess with TMZ.
Right, like
Yeah,
We
I'll
never
go on record
officially
and say
put that out.
it's not November. So
I don't,
tell us,
for sure.
tell us what's up with the movie.
We are not legally able to say when it's coming out, but it will be soon. Like what we want to do is, the film is so important, right?
Absolutely.
And regardless of what foolishness is being talked about in social media, we know what we're doing. The people that are talking have never made a movie before. Anybody that's ever made a movie is not on social media saying, "Oh, they taking too long," or they've never made a movie, right? And this Straight Outta Compton came out and surprised people. It didn't surprise me, but it surprised the industry, because they had no idea that this many people would be interested in a story about NWA. Nobody thought that. I mean, they haven't made a record in 27 years or something, for a long time.
Very long time.
So together with all of them, they haven't made a record, because the first record was the only record that they ever made. Straight Outta Compton was the only album that they made together, all of them at the same time. And then when they made 100 Miles and Running and all that stuff, they had already broken up. So nobody thought that would be that big of a film. So with Pac, he's so much bigger than those guys.
Absolutely.
People have Tupac tattoos. Like, you go all around the world and you see, you see Thug Life. You see, I mean, just what he, the legacy he left to everybody is it's bigger in the sense of it's his DNA is everywhere on music and everything like that. But NWA started it for him. They kicked the gangster rap door open and allowed Pac to come with the gangster rap and the Public Enemy and the LL swag of being, what I mean, the hip hop guy. So it's just, we can't just rush the movie out because people want to see it right away. It's got to be done right.
This is like career defining for you.
Yeah. Of course.
What I'm saying? Like this could change your life. Yeah. So before, like, I'm talking to the pre All Eyes on Me, and only reason why I say pre is because the movie hasn't been released yet. It's like, this is pre All Eyes on Me, Many Boys. So the next time I see you, I don't want to see you with like it.
We might not get a chance.
I don't think you do me like that. I'm just saying, like,
first of all,
we gotta go back like 6 years to get to Benny.
Benny's from Philly.
I'm from West Philly, Overbrook High School. Nigga, there would never ever be no. This is not going down.
Boom,
I keep it 100 all.
I just don't want to be like, yo, Benny, what's up? You be like, my office hours.
Yeah. That's corniness right there.
Exactly. Benny gonna keep it 100 with it.
That's corniness right there.
No doubt, but I mean, what I really want, because I got you here, like, what I really want to ask you about, the film is amazing, but you had a hell of a journey on the way to this film. Next Day Air. I thought that you did an amazing job. Next Day Air. I think that again, you were learning. I felt like it was a part of your journey. You were learning, but it was a funny film. I love the Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with some Dominicans. Yeah. But it was just, I thought
it was a Puerto Rican and Dominican relationship.
I just thought it was
which
dope.
Is like,
and then you put
fire
the
and fire together.
In there. It was like, yo, all of that is real. But when we take it back to the journey, we talk about the videos. What would you say was your most memorable video experience? That's hard to say.
That's
but
hard.
Give me that.
How many videos?
I want to know that question.
200 something. I mean, memorable. A lot. I mean, man, I don't know.
So
it's
many.
a lot. But remember, some have memories, good memories. Some have bad memories.
What do you feel like
know
your
what I'm
biggest
saying?
one was? Your most.
The biggest.
The biggest.
Man, I don't know, man. That's a good question. It's hard.
on, man.
It's a hard question to answer. It's
All
like,
right, so here's
it's
the
hard.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
I know you won't remember this, right?
What?
You won't remember this, but when you did the Trey Songz joint with Kelly Rowland, I worked on that video.
Heart attack.
And
Yeah, heart attack.
I had actually, thank you, because I wouldn't remember. Shout out to Trey Songz.
I love that video.
It was lunchtime. I sat down next to you, and I mean maybe a day or two before that, Bees in the Trap came out.
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah,
Nicki
yeah,
Minaj.
yeah.
And I was like, yo,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you really did your thing on that. And he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that shit was crazy.
Because I had taken a break for a minute.
A minute.
Yeah,
and
'cause
then
it was kinda-
you
music
came with
was
that.
kinda
That
whack.
shit was crazy. And you was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it was like, it wasn't nothing
Right.
inspiring. But I was, it was funny, like, there's a couple of videos that like, for example, Survivor with Jeezy was like a big, because he never really took an Atlanta rapper to Brooklyn and shot a video. Right, so we went to Brooklyn, and it was, I mean, literally the city was shut down. Yeah, it was an event, Meech and them drove up with 2 Maybachs when Maybachs first came back out.
yes, sir.
And they drove them up from
Remember them
Atlanta.
times?
Yeah,
I
and
was around. Yeah.
and it was a crazy scene.
Shout
It
out
was
to
a crazy scene. But one video I think that really was very memorable for a reason is Made You Look, because with Nas, because we basically did that video with no permits, like no city
Remy.
permits.
Guerrilla style.
Yeah, and what we
Guerrilla
had
Flicks.
to do was call. That's exactly right. What we had to do. Shout out to Guerrilla Flicks, our
doubt.
original film company.
Right. Give it up for Guerrilla Flicks, y'all.
That was
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
yeah.
That's
Guerrilla,
right.
yeah, that was me and Gerald's original film company
Word up.
back in the day. That we used to do all the videos.
Gerald,
with.
shout out to you, baby.
And
Nice.
but nah, Made You Look. We didn't have any permits, and we wanted to do a video where Nas felt like he had kind of emerged from all the beef and stuff, and he was still able to walk and go through New York City,
Word.
being Nas.
Word.
But what we had to do was we made phone calls to all the boroughs, and so we got street passes. We didn't get no.
Fucker, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's the
we-
real passage.
That's
So
right.
So
Let's
we
be
did
clear.
was I called Fat Joe, and I said, "Yo, we want to bring Nas to the Bronx. Where should we go?" And he was like, "Well, y'all got to meet me at such and such." So we lined everything up by times and stuff like that. And so we went to Harlem.
Word.
Harlem didn't go so well.
No doubt.
It wasn't, we didn't get the pass like we should have, but we went anyway.
Yeah.
We inside the Rucker, inside
Right.
the basketball court.
Yes, sir.
And so like 10 cars pulled up,
Oh my
trying to lock us in the court.
Of course.
Yeah, so I had to go out and politic and say, so we get in.
Yeah.
But it was all good. And then we went to Brooklyn, in Fulton Street in Brooklyn, Biggie's block,
Yes,
and we
sir.
shot there, and that was all, because I lived 2 blocks over.
Word.
So we shot there, and that was all love. And so that video was really groundbreaking for us, because we just shot. We didn't have no permits or nothing. We just showed up. We literally had 2 vans. He jumped out. We would shoot, and then get out.
And get out and
Yeah,
leave.
yeah. And it came out.
How
it
many
came
days
out
was
great.
that shoot?
One day.
One day
yeah,
shoot?
Yeah.
Wow.
One day and you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's change lanes just a little bit. So
That real complete, this that real complete. Man, that hoe, yeah, I been playing. Told these niggas on it. Man, that real complete. I been working all winter, making sure that my